The Council of Ancients had existed for 3 million years, their crystalline forms pulsing with the accumulated wisdom of 1,000 extinct civilizations. They had witnessed the birth and death of stars, the rise and fall of empires that spanned galaxies, and the inevitable silence that claimed every species foolish enough to challenge the natural order. Today they spoke of humanity. "They are young," Elder Zixthera intoned, her voice resonating through dimensions. "Barely 10,000 cycles since they discovered fire, and already they poison their own atmosphere, wage wars over invisible lines, consume their planet's resources with reckless abandon. Worse," added Elder Morden, his ancient consciousness flickering with disdain. "They dream of the stars while their home burns. They speak of exploration when they cannot even govern themselves." The youngest of the council, Elder Vexana, a mere 500,000 years old, dared to interject. "Should we not guide them as we did the Veltari? The humans show remarkable adaptability in their mathematics." The Veltari listened. Zixthera cut her off. "They accepted our wisdom, allowed us to reshape their society into something manageable. These humans possess something far more dangerous than intelligence." She paused, her form flickering with agitation. They possessed defiance. The Council had watched humanity's first tentative steps into space with growing unease. When they sent their traditional warning, a gentle psychic nudge that had convinced countless species to remain safely on their homeworlds, humanity responded by launching more rockets. When they disabled Earth's first interstellar probe, humanity built 10 more. When they manifested as benevolent spirits to human leaders, offering guidance and wisdom, humanity dissected their appearances, published papers on non-terrestrial intelligence, and began building bigger telescopes. "They refuse to be shepherded," Morden observed. "Every species we've encountered either bows to our superiority or destroys itself attempting to match our power. But these humans..." He gestured to the monitoring crystals displaying Earth's frantic activity. "They acknowledge our existence and immediately begin planning how to surpass us." The evidence was undeniable. Within a single human generation of first contact, they had reverse-engineered elder technology, developed their own FTL drives, and begun establishing colonies at a pace that defied all projections. They didn't seek permission or guidance, they simply acted. "Perhaps," Vexana suggested carefully, "we should consider the possibility that they represent something new. Their approach to problem-solving is chaotic but effective. While we calculate optimal solutions, they implement dozens of imperfect ones simultaneously. While we plan for millennia, they adapt in decades. Chaos," Zixthera declared, "is the enemy of order, and order is what has allowed the galaxy to flourish under our guidance." But even as she spoke, new reports filtered through their consciousness. Human ships were appearing in systems the elders had declared off-limits. Not just exploration vessels, but entire fleets carrying colonists, terraforming equipment, and something the elders had never seen before. Entire cities designed to be mobile, self-sufficient and independent of any homeworld. "They're not seeking new homes," Vexana realized with a mixture of awe and concern. "They're seeking to exist everywhere simultaneously." The final straw came when humanity discovered the Nexus, the interdimensional hub through which the elders maintained their grip on galactic civilization. For 3 million years, no species had even detected its existence. Humans found it in 17 months of dedicated searching, mapped it in 6 more, and then did something that shattered the Council's ancient composure. They didn't try to conquer it. They built their own. Captain Sarah Chen stood on the bridge of the colony ship Unstoppable Force, watching as humanity's first independent nexus came online. Around her, the most diverse crew in human history worked with calm efficiency. Former rivals from Earth's nations united by a common goal that transcended their birth world's petty divisions. "Nexus online," reported her chief engineer, Dr. Kwame Asante. "We're reading stable connections to 47 systems. And Captain," he paused, grinning, "the Elders' monitoring network just went dark in this entire sector." "They'll send a delegation," Chen predicted. "They always do when a species gets too uppity." She was right. Within hours, the familiar crystalline forms materialized on the bridge, not as benevolent guides this time, but as judges pronouncing sentence. "You have overstepped," Zixthera declared, her form radiating authority that had cowed countless species. "You will disable this abomination and submit to proper guidance or face consequences beyond your comprehension." Captain Chen studied the beings that had styled themselves as shepherds of the galaxy. She thought of humanity's journey, the wars, the mistakes, the countless failures that had taught them resilience. She thought of the children already being born in the new colonies, who would never know a universe where someone else decided their limits. "No," she said simply. The elder recoiled as if struck. "You refuse?" "We refuse to be managed," Chen clarified. "We refuse to accept that existence requires permission. And we refuse to believe that chaos is the enemy of order." She gestured to her crew, representing dozens of human cultures working in harmony. "We are chaos. We are the storm that shapes new worlds and forges new possibilities, and we're not asking for your approval." The confrontation that followed would be remembered as the severing, the moment humanity formally declared independence from ancient tyranny disguised as wisdom. The elders brought their full power to bear, wielding technologies that could unmake solar systems. Humanity met them with something no elder had ever faced: absolute unified determination backed by distributed resilience. Where the elders struck one human world, 3 more appeared. Where they destroyed one fleet, humanity built 5 more. Where they expected submission, they found innovation. The humans didn't fight to win, they fought to never stop fighting. In the end, the elders withdrew not because they were defeated, but because they finally understood what they faced. Humanity wasn't a species to be guided or controlled. They were a force of nature, creativity incarnate, spreading through the galaxy like wildfire, transforming everything they touched not through conquest, but through sheer, unstoppable presence. As the ancient crystalline forms faded from the bridge, Captain Chen turned back to her crew. Beyond the viewports, human ships were already jumping to new systems, carrying with them the promise of a universe where no one needed permission to reach for the stars. The elders had spoken in warnings. Humanity had answered with a storm the stars couldn't stop.